With more on this, we are joined by LA County Supervisor Kathryn Barger. There she is, Supervisor Barger. It's good to see you. Thanks for your time tonight.
It's great to be with you.
Okay, so tonight's the big night that the homeless count of 2023 begins. This is a little different, though, because you're dealing with the fact that 2 states of emergency have been announced as it relates to the homeless crisis in terms of you, the county, and then also the city of Los Angeles. You have the backing of a new mayor. Does tonight's count take on new significance?
Well, it takes on new significance from the standpoint of trying to figure out where we are at this point in time, given the resources we put in over the last year. And nothing's going to change as it relates to the numbers as a result of the working relationship we have with the city of LA. But understand this is tied to how much funding we are going to get from the federal government. And while it's not a perfect science, it's going to be important for us to get an accurate as number as we can in order to draw down the revenue from the federal government to address this crisis in not only LA County, but across the state.
So this is driven by volunteers. Is it too late to volunteer? How you doing with the volunteers? And just to follow up to what you just said, is it in your interest then to have more people counted so that way you get more money?
Well, I'll answer the last one first. Obviously, the more that are counted or that we include, the more funding we get. But the goal is to bring that number down, obviously, because it reflects the job we're doing, both on the county level, but also on the city level. And, as it relates to volunteering, it's never too late. When you go and volunteer, they ask you to get there a little early and they prep you in terms of how to go about doing it. I've done it every year, and there have been years where I've counted nobody, and there have been years when I've actually been able to be a part of the count and include individuals that are experiencing homelessness. But it's never too late to volunteer.
I want to talk to you about what we're dealing with in Monterey Park. You and I talked over text on Sunday, right after this happened, essentially, and you told me you were in shock. It's been a couple of days. I want to get your take on it, and then also, how is this changing anything that might be on the agenda for the Board of Supervisors?
Well, I think we're all in shock, and for me personally, it hits close to home. It was in a community adjacent to where I live. And the young man, the brave young man that tackled the shooter went to the high school that I went to, and I'm incredibly proud of what he did. But, Supervisor Solis, who represents both the cities, brought in 2 motions today. One, as it relates to gun violence and public health. And then a second, we just found out that probation is auctioning off surplus guns and ammunition to gun dealers. And we had no knowledge of that. And it contradicts what this board has done in terms of getting guns off the street. So 2 actions were taken today on an urgency basis. So moving forward, we have a lot of work to do, but my concern is, while I'm concerned about the mental health of those that were at the dance hall, I'm also concerned about the mental health of the community as a whole. It's taken a toll on the sense of safe and really feeling like in areas where a dance hall or a restaurant, you no longer feel safe. And we in the county need to get out there in their language to communicate that it's okay to ask for help. And we are here to support you moving forward.
Can you expand on what you just said about guns were being auctioned off? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so Department of Probation had surplus guns and ammunition, and they were auctioning them to gun dealers and selling the surplus ammunition and guns. And we had no knowledge of it. And so the board today took action to instruct the probation director to terminate that program, and then to look to all departments. If any of the departments are doing that, it is not approved and will not be sanctioned by this board. They're to be destroyed. The bottom line.
Is that something that, with your motion, that you just think that'll put an end to it?
Well, it will for the county, and it was Supervisor Solis and Supervisor Hahn's motion. But yes, it will. It's a county policy now that departments cannot do that. Supervisor Hahn pointed out that she buys back guns and they're destroyed. If we have surplus guns and ammunition, they should be destroyed. They should not be put back into the market. Obviously that contradicts what this board across the board, all of it, all 5 of us have stated as it relates to trying to control the use of guns in this county.
Interesting. Some news there from Supervisor Kathryn Barger. Thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you all. You all be safe, okay?
All right. Good
Thank
luck with
you.
the
You
account
too.
tonight.
Thank you.